Welcome to round one of American Rally Association presented by DirtFish. We're here to kick off the 2021 season in Atlanta, Michigan for the Sno Drift Rally. Now, weather conditions are going to play a big factor here. Obviously, you see a lot of snow, but what's underneath is there's some layers of ice and dirt poking through on each of the stages. What's really cool about this is there are no studded tires that are going to be able to be used here at this rally. Now, the drivers and co-drivers are going to have to take great notes, but they're also going to have to pay attention to all the weather conditions that are happening out on the stages. We're going to be running 4 stages 3 times each. Question of the weekend is going to be, how will the stages hold up? Let's go talk to some teams to see what their strategies are for the weekend. Hanging out with Drew from Subaru. Drew, here at Sno Drift, they're not allowed to use studded tires. What is the importance of having a great tire, especially for this rally?
Well, as the temperatures change and getting more snow, less snow, more traffic on the route, on the stages, basically everything changes every single time the cars are out there. So you've either got polished ice, you've got sort of slushy snow, you've got maybe some new actual snow that has fallen, so you've got a couple inches. So looking at, our Yokohama down here, it's got big tread blocks with lots of open space. So as the snow comes in, it can kick the snow out. If you don't pick the right tire, you could be on the wrong tire going into an ice stage and you're just going to slide completely off. I mean, most of us have driven in snow. We're all going to end up off the side of the road. If you catch the right tire, you're going to make up lots of time.
And going off of that, I know we just did recce a little bit ago, and there's pockets, like you said, of ice, but then there's also pockets of snow, and then now the dirt's coming up. And since they're doing 4 stages 3 times each, what do you think the conditions are going to be later on throughout the day?
So looking at the weather also, it's going to be a nice warm day. 30 degrees is not your typical, snowdrift type of weather. So I'm guessing that we're going to get some slush, some real changing conditions, which is going to make it really interesting because you'll have some shaded spots that are going to be icy and slippery, and then you're going to have some of the nice warm slushy spots. So the drivers who are really paying attention when they did their recce are really going to know where those tricky spots are, and they're going to get through faster than everyone else.
I know we have a few services tomorrow as well. Going off of that, say something they do want to change and change a tire or change some different things. Typically, how long does something like that take, or are they all ready to go? You just take off the old ones, pop on some new ones.
So we've come prepared. We've got all the different tire choices. So as the drivers come back from, come into the first service, they can say, hey, we want to make this change, and we're ready to go.
Awesome. Well, you heard it here. Subaru's ready to go. Preparation is key, and they are ready. Tony, walk me through what you've done to this tire, making it a little bit different.
Yeah, this rally is kind of odd. Michigan state law doesn't allow studs. So this is just a regular DOT snow tire that you would find on the average road car. And we did some testing this week with this tire. Our driver was complaining of not enough straight line acceleration and braking grip. So we found the tire actually doesn't have enough straight blocks to it. So what we did is we actually siped and grooved the tire. We put a bunch more straight line blocks every about 2 inches, and that drastically increased the grip. This thing's still intended for the ice, and we'll see how that goes throughout the day. After 2 to 3 passes on a stage and 50 some odd cars, it could get pretty icy out there, so we might have to go to this choice.
Well, we've also been talking with everybody that they're doing 4 stages, 3 passes each. By the end of the evening, when they hit 10, 11, 12 for the stages, what's that going to be like, and is this tire going to be necessary?
It definitely could be. We'll see. On our testing, it snowed a little bit, and it changed the feeling of the car dramatically. So even just the light flurry dusting can change how this goes, and so it's going to be a toss-up. It could be 50-50. It could be a good choice or it could be a bad choice, and it's going to be a game time decision. I think with 5 minutes left in service, everybody's going to be looking at each other. What are you running? What is he running? And it's going to be a last-minute decision.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Tony, for explaining. And like you said, it's going to be a last-minute decision. We're going to keep you informed and let you know what happens.